Hello everybody and welcome to Brazil for this little friendly match we've got going on between us, AERT, ABE and XPG. Hope everyone's doing well tonight. Hope everyone's having a good Wednesday. Yeah, definitely Wednesday. Nearly the start of December, so the festivities will start soon. Hope everyone's had a great day so far, a great week so far. AERT in the black apart from PSR Flame, because I think he's just joined a little bit late. AERT in the black, ABE in the white, and XPG in the gold. We'll get everything up I need to see here. Who's out on track first? It's definitely a black car. It's not Flame. Is it Lou? It's not Lou or it's Carp by the looks of it. Yep, AERT Carp first to take this fantastically historic track in Brazil. First one to set the benchmark for everybody here today. Let's see what everyone can do here. Just a friendly. Obviously, it's just a bit of bragging rights, I think, and to get some of the drivers we haven't really seen before on track and give a bit of experience. Exotic Plains I've seen a few times. Obviously, we know who Lou is. Carp we've seen a Tears. Jesper we see sometimes. We've got F1 Ryan who's recently joined, and so has Craze Kieran. So we'll stay on with Carp as he makes his way round turn 10 now for the start of the third sector. For him to start his first attempt at flying lap. The car not that far behind him, maybe a bit of space should be given there, but if you're in the chat, make yourself known. We'll give you a quick shout on the stream. So we'll stay on with AERT Carp as he starts his first flying lap, heading through turn 15 now to start his lap now, heading towards the Cenaresses for the first time here in Brazil. Down into third, quick shift up to fourth maybe. No, he keeps it in third. Round turn 1 and 2 he goes. Curve round turn 3, heading down the first straight. Here in Brazil is someone's got a disqualification for blocking the pit lane. That's not great, is it? Through turn 4 and 5 he goes. Little bit ropey on the apexes there. Through turn 6, he goes heading towards turn 7 for the first time here today. There's a car in front of him and he validates his lap. So I think there's an XPG driver behind him who's on a flying lap, so we'll see who that is. It was Takubi? Might be Takubi. I don't know. The sailor boss has retired from the session. He's crashed out. By the looks of it at turn 13. Shot for saying, isn't it a friendly? It is just a friendly. And then Hayden lurking. Let's go, boys. Nice to see you in the chat, Hayden. Hope you're doing well. As who's on a lap? Oh, of course he is. Big Lou, man, who's 5th in the world here at Brazil in the time trial. So that means nothing now, but surely that'll mean he's got some sort of pace as he heads through turn 13 for the first time here. Heading towards the start-finish line now to put the first time on the board. 108.4 from Jesper. 107.5 from Big Lou. That's the benchmark. Nicolaj with a 107.6. Not that far behind Lou. It's a good effort. Mouse is on a lap. We'll jump off the onboard just for a second. Liam MC with a 109.1. A very nice gold and white car. Very nicely done there. Exotic Plains going around turn 11 for the first time on a flying lap here, heading through turn 12 now, should I say, through turn 13 as we speak. What's up, Ducati? How's it going, mate? Should I face some fake man I talk about football in the chat? Exotic Plains head up to the line. It's a 107.9 for Exotic Plains, puts in P3. NGR Airlines, who we saw in League versus League. Singapore. Put a 108.5. Carp for the 108.7. Craze Kieran with the 108.6. And Jobbo as well, the 108.1. So that seems to be everybody who's setting a lap though so far. Trix Jans, I think that's how you say it. If please don't butcher me for saying your name wrong. Heads towards the line now. It's going to be a 109.1 for Trix. Who's on an out lap? The Real Legends on an out lap. PSR Flame for XPG. I think that might be the gold livery. Heading through turn 10 now. See what he can do. He hasn't got anything in front of him, so he is quite clear. Taylor is washed. Definitely, because he's out of qualifying. Out of his first attempt. Through turn 13, the PSR Flame goes, heading towards the line for his first flying lap. Let's see what he can put on the board here. Completely across the pit lane, trying to hold that tight line. X to the wall. It's going to be a 108.1, puts him in P5. Good lap from him. Who was that spun? Somebody definitely had a spin. Looks like it was Trix. Who else? We got the Real Legend heading through turn 6 now on his first flying lap. A very kind of like a coppery bronze sort of looking livery. That looks really nice. Kind of got the colours really nicely there. Can't wait to compare my AEC times to the quali results. So yep, definitely. So this is only the first round of flying laps. We've got maybe a couple more to go. But we'll see. Just over 12 minutes, just over 11 minutes, sorry, remaining in this qualifying session. It's a purple sector 2 for Real Legend 27. Let's see what he can do as he comes up to the finish line now. Around turn 15 he goes. Heads up to the finish line now, holding that inside line. Goes across the line. It's a 108.4. Puts him in P7. Here, nobody can top Big Lou, but I don't think anybody can at this point. But we'll see. There's a car going very, very, very slowly. It's Kieran getting out of the way. Nicely done. Aiden on the PlayStation console for ABE. A very non-ABE looking livery. Kind of like it's a neon green coming to the line. It's a 108 dead. But that is invalid, so that doesn't matter at this point. Let's see what he does on his first attempt at flying lap. Aiden was AERT till earlier. Yes, he was, yes. But it's fine. People can move around teams. Lewis Golden, yes he is. Don't think anybody can touch him here. He's in the pit lane. Right, F1 Ryan M with a 107.6. Stinks him up into P2. Didn't see that. Good lap from him. Let's see what Aiden can do as he invalidates his lap again at turn 7, heading towards turn 8. So he's going to have to go back to the pits and get on a fresh set of tyres. Who's actually now on another lap? Looks like Remote Banjo's on a lap, but he's a second down, so maybe he's just set his time. 108.480. Thousandths ahead of the Real Legend 27. But it seems to be AERT at the front so far as Ryan heads into pit lanes as we speak. Nicolaj on an invalid lap, so he would chill around his next lap. Jesper heading through turn 11 now, heading towards turn 12, purple sector 2. He's about 2/10 up in his time. Let's see what he can do as he heads up to the line. There's Trix Jans to qualify from qualifying to block in the pit lane. Oh no, Jesper with a 108.1. That drops 3 ABE boys out the running so far. Let's get some new followers in, definitely. Let's get some more followers as we go. Jess with a good lap as well. We'll stay on with Liam MC, who's on an in lap. I think he's on an in lap. Yes, he is on an in lap because he's not using that much ERS. Nicolaj starting another flying lap. Let's see what he can do. Spare me 2 seconds. Right, let's go. For now, it seems like an AERT sort of advantage here in Brazil. With 1, 2, P5, P7, 13 and 14 kind of got across the board here. Nicolaj invalidates his time. Plains is on an in lap on medium tyres. Is he on medium tyres? He's on medium tyres. Don't know what he's doing that for, but maybe he's got a strat and a plan in his mind. Let's see, Jobbo's on a flying lap. Heading towards turn 4 now. He's just over a tenth up on his time for ABE. So he can see what he can do. Make an improvement on 108.1. Sorry, I couldn't get my words out then. Heads through turn 8 now. Through turn 9 he goes. A little twisty part of this track. Easy to get wrong, but if you get it right, you gain so much time through it. Through turn 10 he goes now. We'll drop on board with him as he heads round turn 11, heading towards sector 2-3 split line, whereas he had 2.5 tenth improvement nearly. Through turn 12 he goes now. Let's see what he can do as he comes up to the start finish line. Now it's going to be a 107.9. Just under a 2.5 tenth improvement, puts him up into P6. Good lap from him. Big lose on another flying lap, heading through turn 8. Now let's see if he can make an improvement on his time, to give himself an even wider berth up top. Bit of gap to the teammate Ryan. He's not that far behind. Just about a tenth and a half. Let's see what Lewis does as he comes up to the line now. He's 80 thousandths up on his time as he heads through turn 13 now, heading towards the back straight. DRS wide open as we can see, keeping that inside line right next to the wall. See what he can do. It's going to be a 107.544, 40 thousandth improvement. Let's see what Ryan can do as he heads up through turn 13 again with a bit of a tow from his teammate. So hopefully that will drag him up to the line. He's in the pits. He's backed out of his lap. Okay. Aiden puts himself up into P4. Good lap from him by the looks of it. Jesper's just about to start his attempt at a flying lap. Just about 5.5 minutes left to go here in qualifying session here at Brazil. So let's see what Jesper can do. Get himself out of that P9 place. Still a nice varied mix of cars throughout this grid, which is good to see. It's not just one team dominating. Let's see what Jesper can do as he goes through turn 10. Now, heading towards the start. Jesper with a good lap of 107.7 puts him on the board. Carp down in 15th. HG27S says let's go. Players' cars ain't it. Yes, I know. I kind of agree with that one, but it's all fine. Everyone seems to be in the pits now, just over 4 minutes, just under 3 minutes, sorry. Remaining in this session. Everyone seems to be in the pits apart from the few people on their in laps, and we see Remote Banjo coming out on track now for his final, probably attempt at flying lap. Replying to some messages real quick, some important ones, some less important ones. Oh, there we go. Carl can definitely go for a 0.8, or definitely a 0.2, definitely. He is coming out of the pits now. Who's on a lap? Who's on a lap? Liam MC's on a lap, going through turn 5 now as we speak. We're up to 12 people in chat. Make yourself known. Drop yourself in the chat for a little shout. Ask me any questions that you want to know the answer to, within reason, of course. I'm not really a genius. I can't do your homework for you. But I guess I'll give it a go. Liam MC invalidates his lap down at turn 8. So make his way round 2.5 minutes remaining in this qualifying session. Right, Banjo, 2 tenths up in sector 1. Can he carry that momentum round the lap? Heading towards turn 6 now. Maybe for the final time here. Very striking livery for XPG. Down through turn 8 he goes. Through turn 9. Good momentum coming out of this lap as well. Looking all sorts of confident around this track. Grumpy has left the session. He's obviously happy with what he's seeing. Carp lap time. Yes, we'll hop on with Carp when we finished Remote Banjo's lap as he heads towards turn 15, the final corner now. Let's go up to the line. It's a 1:08 dead, puts him P11. Remote Banjo, good lap from him. Carp 60,000th down in his time. Oh, big spin round for Carp. He's got plenty of time though to get himself round again. Start another lap. He's got to save his ERS a bit though. Wonder if individuals laughed at Catty. Mano. What's the weather for the race? I don't know. 107.518 for Nicolaj. Anyway, on with Lou. He's a 10th up on his time. As he heads through turn 8 and turn 9 now, car is out of his way. Through turn 11, heading towards turn 12 he goes. He's only 17 thousandths up on his time. See what he can do as he heads towards the line. He's done a fake mano. He has done a fake mano. See what Lou can do as he comes up to the line now. It's a 107.513, 5,000th. Quicker than Nicolaj. 30 seconds remaining in this qualifying session. Is that enough for pole? Don't know. Ryan Emmons is validated. Aiden is 20,000th up, or 200ths of a second up. Jesper P5, 4 tenths up on his time. Lou shock. Lou pole? What a shock. Why is Lou not trail braking? His brakes are flickering. I don't know. Maybe ABS is probably why. Let's see. So this is the end of the qualifying session. So any laps now count a hell of a lot more than they did before. Exotic Plains with a P3, 107.6. Then we have Aiden coming up to the line. Now what can he put on the board? Just over a 10th down in his time. So that's his qualifying finish. Jesper's just set a lap. Tech Sakubi. Just about to go through turn 14 now. Through turn 15 for the final time here in qualifying. Let's see what he can do. Holds that inside line next to the wall. 107.7. Takes him up into P8. Here we got Craze Kieran on a lap, heading through turn 11 now. For the final time here in qualifying. His yellow flag, but it definitely seemed to have gone quickly. Didn't see what his delta, his uptime was. Let's see if he can get himself out of P13, the unlucky number 13, as he heads towards the line. Now it's going to be a wall. Oh no, he's a bit down this time, so that is it. Just waiting for Red Banjo to get into his lap, into his box, and waiting for Lou to get into his box as well. Just Remote Banjo. Then that will conclude qualifying. Lou taking quality easy. Not really easy. It's only really 5,000th. 5,000ths of a second. It's not really easy. But a 134 for AERT. As we take you through the starting grid here in Brazil. Lou takes pole, the 107.513. 5,000th of a second behind him is Nicolaj for XPG, sorry. Then Exotic Plains for AERT in P3, F1 Ryan M for AERT, Aiden and Jobbo for ABE, Jesper for AERT, Techobi, Sorry if I butchered that name. In P8, Liam the Real Legend, 9th and 10th. PSR Flame, Remote Banjo, Craze Kieran, Airlines, and then Carp. Down at the bottom, everyone's saying PC Clowns. Xbox Masterclass, yes, definitely an Xbox Masterclass, yes. So it looks like it's beautiful and sunny here in Brazil. Don't know if that's the case for all the race. If I could have some inside information from one of the drivers, that'd be fantastic. As we get started straight away, I think. They're having a massive debate in the chat about trail braking, which is definitely boring. And obviously not watching the race, are they? Lux in the chat says, well, that's sad. Yep, the formation lap should be on. It is. So we'll see what tyres everyone has started on as we get everything back on the screen again. So it's mediums pretty much all round, apart from Jesper, who starts on hards. The Real Legend starts on soft, so he's going to make up some places from the start. Then Airlines and Tricks down in 17th. Also on the White World hard tyre. So this is the driver's chance to warm up their tyres, their brakes and their engines to make sure everything's good with their setup. If it's not, then it's too late now. So it'll be interesting to see who gets a good start. I'm pretty much relying on Real Legend 2070 to get a good start on those soft tyres. Obviously, we all know what Luke can do around Brazil. We all know what Luke can do in general, but... So nice liveries for sure, definitely. There's some fantastic liveries. Here, Ada's livery is very striking. The little bronze on Jobbo's car. I can't see because again it's going to be a terrible camera. There we go, better camera angle. I do like the white and gold though of ABE. That's a nice little touch there. So through the last few corners we go now. We'll be trying to get every sort of every inch of temperature back into those medium tyres. As Lou takes his place on the start line. Hopefully I get a really good camera angle for this. See the rest of the drivers at the back of the pack. Just getting around the last few corners now. Looks like Taylor Boss has spun. No, he's going very slowly. Obviously, I don't think there'll be any incidents reports from this race, so let's not throw shade at each other. It's friendly to see where our drivers are at in comparison to each other. That's waiting for the last car to line up on the grid now. So I can't see the lights for some reason. I can't. So Fair's got a drive-through penalty. It's lights out, and away we go. Lou gets a fantastic start, as always. So so did Ryan M. He's under attack already from everyone behind, and Jesper is retired from the session already. Seems to be a bit of a cluster of cars at the back. Craze Kieran as well with a 5-second penalty for hitting Jesper. Everyone seems to be all over the place. Fair with a drive-through penalty. BSR Flame up into P7. Taylor Boss with a fantastic start up into P9 already. Aiden down in 15th after a bad start. Airlines down to last. Everyone pretty much seemed to have gotten away well, apart from Jesper. But, Carp's got a 5-second time penalty for ignoring yellow flags. It is a safety car. No, it's a virtual safety car. No, it's not. It's a full safety car. It's going through turn 4 now. That is a forecourt safety car already. Lou is in first. Then let's have a look at these position changes. Fair up 12 positions already from the start. He's obviously jumped the start. Efron Ryan swapped places with Exotic Plains. Liam got a good start, as did Trix and Taylor Boss. What happened? I don't know what happened. Assuming there's a bit of a cluster down at turn 1 between a bunch of AERT drivers, which is not really what we want. So just safety car waiting just before turn 4 to pick up the cars. Shouldn't be out for too long though, because the pack is still quite bunched up, as a few drivers made the decision to pit already. Fair taking his drive-through penalty under safety cars. A few cars decided to pit early unless they've got damage. Let's see, who's just pit? Takubi's just pit. Fair trying to serve his drive-through penalty under yellow flag, which he can't do, so he's put fresh set of tyres on. F1 Ryan, Chris, Kieran, Jesper, and have all retired from the session. A lot of people retiring in the pits. What is going on? And we've just lost half the grid somehow. I'm really confused what's going on. We've just lost half the grid. PSR Flame retires on track. Everyone's retiring on track. I'm not sure what's going on. Can I get some sort of confirmation? Start. Let's see if Lee's retired on track. Yeah, definitely restart then if Lee's retired on track. If I can get some sort of confirmation in the chat, we're having a restart. The rest of the grid are retiring, so I'm assuming we're going to get a restart here. If I can just look through the stream, see what's going on. People are leaving the session, so I assume now that we're having a restart. So we'll just back out of that one real quick and just double check what's actually going on. Yeah, lobby reset. Okie dokie. So once we reset the lobby, I'm just going to take a short break. So I shall be back in a second. there we go. We're still in the same lobby, so just going to reset the grid and get back underway. Or get back underway again. 2-0 now. Argentina versus Poland. Okay. Quite unfortunate if you're Polish, I guess. Just setting the grid up now, I think. Hopefully we won't have so much of a poor restart from everybody, I think. So. Who's the other spectator? Let's see. Oh, John. So the lobby has been updated, so that means, are we ready to go? Looks like some of the crew are readying up, so let's get everyone readied up and we can finally get back underway here in Brazil. Everything's going to remain the same as it was before, I think. There's my liveries. Pure black, the flames, and then the random ASCAR. So there we go, finally we're going to get back underway here in Brazil. Oh, no, maybe not. No, I spoke too soon. Are people going to stay on the same strategies as they were before? I don't know. Hopefully they do, so we get a nice little insight on what's actually going on. As we start in 3, 2, 1, let's get this race underway. Let's deal with another formation lap. And another race start, which hopefully should be a lot better than the one before. This is just a friendly, so there's nothing really to apart from some bragging rights for each team. So we chucked in 3 main team, 3 academies as our 6. We're just waiting for one more Trex. As it is still dry and sunny here in Brazil, just remember your setups. Nope, maybe someone has forgotten their setup. I don't know, but remember your setups, remember all your strategies. Let's see what Big Lou can do around Brazil in a race. Hopefully he can go on to win it, but obviously now it all depends on what everyone else does around him, as hopefully we can jump onto the grid now. Here we go. So right, let's get the tyres up. I think everyone stayed on the same tyre apart from I think it was Liam MC, who's gone on to mediums. Yeah, Real Legend stays on softs. Airlines and Tricks all stay on hard compound tyres. So if we can get everyone's formation laps done quick as possible, that'd be grand. As Lewis flying around his out lap, trying to get some heat into those medium compound tyres. We'll put the telemetry on and the lap data as well, and then we'll put position change on because we've seen the tyres. Then we'll get rid of that and get rid of that. Oh no, got rid of something I didn't want to get rid of. There we go. At the wrong time as well, because I could see what the strategy was, but it's definitely going to be medium to hards. Hard to medium, soft maybe soft to hards if they can do it. Or it'll be soft, medium, medium around Brazil. So, going through turn 12 for the first time, the formation lap. These cars are still going through turn 9, so Looney's kind of slowed down a bit, or he's going to have some cold tyres. The guys at the back are very, very far behind. As Lou and Nicolaj head up to their grid spots for the second time. Just waiting for the guys at the back, going through turn 14 now. Seeing the distance there, still can't see the lights. Anyway, I can see the lights, or is it just going to be? Oh no, we get some donuts from somebody. Not sure who that was. His Carpenters gets disqualified from the formation. I'm maybe going a bit too far into a grid spot. That is everybody. So finally underway in Brazil with 4-5 red lights. And away we go again here in Brazil. Yet again, Big Lou gets a fantastic start, as does Nicolaj. And Tech Chubby with a fantastic start. We're already up into P3 from the start, as everyone seems to get through turn 1 well. People going wide, people round. Buff jumping around for position. F1 Ryan down at last, so is Jesper. Everyone else seems to have gotten away well. Going to make it 3 wide into turn 4 now. Exotic Planes, Flame, and then Airline just backs out a little bit. But Exotic Planes gets some move done. Tech Chubby with a fantastic start. Up into P3 already. Jobber as well, the fantastic start as well. Exotic Planes down 3 places. Side by side, Exotic Planes and PSR Flame go. No, that's Liam and PSR Flame. Through turn 9 they go. Fantastic move by PSR Flame to hold that position. But he's still under attack from his teammate right next to him. Side by side they go again through turn 10. There seems to be a car round already. It looks like it's... That is Liam round as well. Liam's spun round at turn 10. But everyone else seems to have gotten away well. A fantastic start for... Fantastic start as well. Well, we made up 8 positions. Fair as well. Made up 8 positions. But then F1 Ryan on an absolute charge now as if he drives have to pit. I'm assuming they've got damage. We'll see what actually happens with both of them. I'm assuming they've both got damage. So, up front, Lou takes a 1.6 second gap already. And it's only lap 2. Jesus Christ. Okay, PSR Flame and Airline's going to go side by side, or pretty much inside each other. PSR Flame gets sent off into the abyss. I'm not sure what happened there. As Tech Chubby and Nicolaj swap places, and also Jobber goes down the inside of Nicolaj as well, but Nicolaj's got the inside line for turn 9, but it looks like he's let his teammate through. Jobber goes through as well. 2.3 seconds now, the gap to Lou in front. What happened to Ryan, I don't know. She only got a bit of a bad start. So it's pretty much ABE in the middle of this track so far. XPG, sorry, with one ABE up front as well. But Lou's out in front of an absolute mile. 1:10.8 fastest lap so far. As we head into lap 3, DRS now enabled. So let's see if that will come into play with the little battle we got going on for second place here. See DRS activated now for Jobbo. Looks like he's already under attack. He's got no ERS left whatsoever. Give Jobbo a bit more of an advantage. He's got a lot more ERS. As Nicolaj and Aiden go side by side through turn 5, still side by side heading towards turn 6. So Aiden's got the nose in though. Keeps that place. But already under attack is oh, Nicolaj goes down the inside, almost makes contact with Aiden, but allows his dotted planes to go through as well. Pretty exciting start here as F1 Ryan is right on the back of Trix, looking to make up some positions. From that lap 1 spin, goes down the inside of turn 10. Still got a car right behind him, still going to go side by side through turn 11 now. Ryan seems to have backed off. Going to make the play wisely, go for the DRS down the back straight. But it's still going to go, still pretty much nose to tail for a lot of the cars down there. As Jobbo goes through on Tecubi for Tecubi, I don't know. Down, so his dotted planes up into P5 with DRS as well. Looking to make a move down into turn 4, maybe just that too far back, I think. It's a bad camera angle. It's not really ideal, not what I want, but it will do. As Liam and Jesper swap places down in 11th, as Liam goes down the inside of turn 4. Gets the move done. Jesper down in 14th, Carp in 15th. Fair down in 16th, 17th and 18th. Down there. Let's see what's happening up top. His dotted plane is right on the back of Nicolaj. See what he can do as he heads towards turn 14 now. So in that DRS range, he's still using his battery as he heads towards turn 15 to start lap 5. Good job, I guess, fastest lap 1 at 10.6 as his dotted plane's going to go around the outside. I can't see because Nicolaj goes through down the inside of turn 1, but still will probably give Nicolaj DRS. But no, his dotted planes will get DRS down this back straight. Going to go round the outside. As Nicolaj is still there. Oh, contact made by the pair of them, but Nicolaj goes through. So this will be his dotted planes' chance to get back at him. Dotted planes in the same WOR tier as Lou. Ran around and we picked him up, and there's a car around. It looks like it's Trix out of 5, but nothing happening of that. Yellow flag goes away. So we'll stay on this little battle we've got going on here for P4. There's a gap starting to form between the front 3. So let's just we'll stay on with this battle as dotted planes. Aiden's not far behind as well. We'll all get DRS up to P10. Ryan won't get DRS, but everyone else around him will get DRS. We'll leave Nicolaj under threat from dotted planes, who doesn't make a move into turn 1 or turn 2, biding his time with the DRS as well. There's another yellow flag. Looks like it is Trix again out of turn 12, heading towards 13, but it's clear yellow flag go away. As Nicolaj keeps that P4 place through turn 4. It's contact between Aiden and exotic planes. That was a bit of a silly move for Aiden, who's out the race. Yeah, that should bring out the safety car, and it does. Aiden putting a silly move there into turn 4. Taking himself out of this race. I'll bring out the safety car, full course safety car here in Brazil. We've got to slow down to the deltas. 40% of the last leaving lap. So will people take a chance to pit? I don't think if they pit off the mediums now, they'll have to stop again because mediums won't last 30 laps. Or the hards won't last 30 laps even. So bring it into a 2-stop. As Real Legend comes off those soft tyres, it's basically a free pit stop for him as he goes up to P6. Drops down, so that'll be the safety car. Lou with a 4.5 second gap pretty much to Jobo for the safety car. Good stuff from him, as we know as always. So safety car, no overtaking. Yellow flag conditions. Opportunity to pit. Looks like the Real Legend 27 is also pit as well, as we know Liam. We try to see what tyres they've gone onto. We'll hop onto that quickly. Softs go onto Liam's car again. Let's go for the double soft medium, maybe double soft hard. Legend 27 goes onto hard tyres. So we'll take that graphic off and go back to nothing. As we see Takubi and Nicola swapping places as well, which they really shouldn't do in a safety car. Everyone seems to be moving around, we can't really do that. Yeah, Grumpy, can you get rid of that message in the chat, please? And ban that guy from the chat, is obviously just a spam. So we head around lap 8 now. Not much happening as such for now, whilst we're on the safety car. Taylor Boston fair swapping places down in 15th and 16th. It's probably not ideal. Safety car will stay out another lap, maybe. No, safety car is in this lap. The lights go off the safety car, which will give Big Lou control of the pack. So it'll be up to Lou when he goes. Jobber giving a bit of a gap behind, which pretty much gives Big Lou a hell of a lot of space. The safety car goes into the pits now. Lou keeping that controlled pace. Free to go when he wants, and he has in fact gone. Caught Jobbo by surprise, gap nearly up to half a second already as we headed towards turn 1 for the 9th time here in Brazil. Everyone has seemed to have gotten away well. Nothing really happening side by side behind. Another yellow flag. Look at it's Carp. No, it's Kieran dropping down places. Kieran at the back, spinning at turn 1. But everyone else seems to have gotten away well the restart. Is Nicolaj looking to make a move on his teammate? No, he's just that too far back. Airline's not that far back in the distance either. Neither of his exotic planes and everyone else behind him. So this could make for some tense racing now. As we see there's two white cars going side by side into turn 6. It was Liam and Legend 27, but Liam's with their soft tyres on, looking to make an advantage and a bit of a jump here. And everyone else as Taylor Boss goes up into P13. But good restart from everybody else though. PSR Flame on the back of exotic planes. Everyone within a second of each other pretty much at this point. Nice little gaps. Obviously no DRS as of yet. People using their battery to trying to get through, get a bit of advantage on the car in front. Big Lou with that half a second gap now though. Nothing else really happening. Carb looking to try to make a move on Jesper, but he's a little too far back. But I don't think he'll make a move as Trix leaves the session. I think his car into AI as Liam MC. Going to go side by side with Carp heading towards turn 4. Looks like he's just behind before the corner's there, so Carp will get the race in line. And we'll get a little bit of advantage there, looking like Liam, trying to make use of those soft tyres. Nothing else happening on track. Little gaps are starting to form, but won't come into play until DRS, really. As it's AERT, ABE, then XPG got third and fourth, so there's another yellow flag. It looks like it's Remote Banjo down in 16th. But nothing will come of it though, so as we go through turn 12. Ryan F1 right in the back of PSR Flame, but dropping back a little bit with straight line speed. DRS has now enabled this lap, so it'll be heading towards turn 4. We'll see some of the changes round as Lou's got 73% ERS, which you'll probably use some of it down this back straight, because now DRS will be activated for Jobbo. Lou needs a little bit of ERS, only a little tap for him as we head towards turn 4. Nikolai still on the back of his teammate as well, as is Exotic Planes, as AERT Carp spins at turn 5. That brings him out the race line. Bring out the safety car. It does. Safety car out for the second time this race, lap 11. Fortunate for Carp though. Bring the grid and the pack back together from that exciting restart. Currently we are chilling in 1st, 6th, 8th and 9th and 16th. So we've kind of got good points all going on here. As Big Lou heads into the pits, we'll put on those hard compound tyre, I would assume. So will everyone around him probably. As Airlines picks up 5-second tyre penalty for speed in the pit lane. Hard tyres will go on most or all of these medium runners, I think, now. Bit of a cheap pit stop for them as Jesper stays in front, and the Legend 27 as well will remain out in front. So Big Lou will probably come out in maybe P3 or P4. Will definitely come out in P4. But I have no doubts Lou will make his way back up to the top. So Jesper takes the lead of this race here on those hard compound tyres, I think. Yes, he does. Legend 27 on those 5-lap old hards, got a good little advantage behind him. As the rest of the drivers pit for hards, apart from Airlines who pit for mediums, which is interesting. He will have to stop again though. He's got 24 laps to go here in Brazil. Everyone going to be bunched back up, apart from Remote Banjo, who's dropped back a little bit. So safety car will be out for another. So we'll just stay on with as we go around another lap here. Brazil at 40% speed. Didn't realise we got back underway. The safety car went obviously went in a bit late. I was just playing on my phone, so everyone seemed to have gotten away well. Big Lou right on the back of Trix straight away as Tech Chubby goes wide. So that was a word of me then, guys. Sorry, I missed that restart. There's another yellow flag. Looks like it's Nicolaj down in 16th. That won't bring out the safety car there because we're on a lead lap. The Legend 27 making use of those fresher compound tyres, looking to get on the back of Jesper. Heading towards turn 1. Big Lou right on the back of Trix. He makes a move. It's going to make a move down the inside. No, he backs out. I think turn 1 is probably the best place to make a move around here. Taylor Boss up into P9 after starting down in 15th or 16th. Let's see what Lou can do. There's another yellow flag. It looks like somebody again. It's the remote banjo out of turn 1. Brazil obviously making everything a bit tricky for everybody. But little gaps are starting to form now. Nobody's too close enough to make a move. Big Lou just biding his time though currently. See what he can do. As I hop back onto the stream, nothing's really been said, so it's all good. Second gap now between second and third. Lou goes down the inside of turn 10. Gets the move done, gets the all-important move now, and now he'll track down the Legend 27. As does everybody else. Trix is out of the session. No, he's just spot underway again though, so now Big Lou could be on an absolute charge to get the Legend 27. There's another yellow flag out of turn 11. Trix is out of the race. That'll bring out the safety car again. I don't think it will now, because he's too far away from any of the other drivers. So DRS is now activated, which will gift Big Lou a bit of extra speed and the Legend 27 as well. As DRS is activated, let's see if Big Lou's just that too far back. Will Legend 27 make a move? He won't. He's just that too far back. As Trix's car gets cleared and we're back underway again. As a good exit out of turn 4 and turn 5 gets the real Legend 27. Gonna make a move through turn 7. Depends how good of an exit he gets. No, he's just that too far back. As Big Lou disappears right there as well. Getting very close to the cars behind him. In a bit of an ABE sandwich at this point. Not really a tasty sandwich, but anyway. Let's see. As Airlines gets a fantastic exit out of turn turn 11, sorry. Making use of those softer compound tyre. Lou kind of comfortable in his position currently. As he is now going to be looking to make a move on Trix for... sorry, Legend 27 goes down the inside of Jesper for turn 1. Takes the lead of this race, so now it'll be up to Jesper to swap places with Lou safely. To let Lou through and let Lou catch her. Jesper still has to pit. Kind of not made a good decision by pitting under that last safety car. As Lou's getting frustrated now as he slips down the inside of his teammate. No, he doesn't. Trying to make the move, but Jesper's not letting him. Let's see, he does now, that's it. Lou has been released up into P3 now, Lou goes. There's Airlines. There's a car around. Who is that? Exotic Planes? That's Jobbo. Down at turn 7. That's unfortunate for him. Drops him down to P11. But now it'll be Airlines and Legend 27 ABE up in front now. So ABE 1-2. AERT 3-4. So we'll be down to position now as Lou tries to make a move. Tech Chubby as well, getting right at the back of Jesper. They can use those a lot fresher tyres. Jesper needs to make a decision. Almost pit now, I reckon. Pit in a few laps' time. Unless he's trying to go onto a set of softs. As Flame has left the session again as Airlines takes the lead of this race. Here's a quick switch between teammates. DRS will be activated down the back straight though, which will probably not help Airlines at all. There's a bit of rough defending there from Legend 27, but Lou's trying to make a move down the inside of turn 4. Through turn 5, maybe they're still side by side. But doesn't get that move done though. Still very close at the top though, only 1.5 tenths separates the pair of them. But through turn 7 they go. Lou's going to have to bind his time as Jesper. The Exotic Planes make their way up into P4 and 5 after a little mistake from Tech Chubby. He's going to go down the inside of Exotic Planes. Seems to have got that move done. He has. Exotic Planes also lets Taylor through as well randomly. I'm not sure if that was meant or not, I don't know. Heading down the back straight, hitting the halfway point of this race now is another yellow flag. Looks like it's Ryan M down at turn 12. That's going to drop him down to P14 there. P13 maybe. As we head on board with Lewis. Taylor Boss makes well up to P5. Taylor Boss goes. DRS as well, as Jesper doesn't get it. Will anybody make a move down into turn 4? No, they don't. Exotic Planes dropping back down the grid a little bit there. But Jesper needs to make a decision. Make a decision now whether he's going to pit or not. But yeah, look, gaps are now starting to form between the cars. Exotic Planes still right on the back of Tech Chubby though. Yeah, nothing really happened as such. Big Lou starting to fall back a little bit from the car in front. Just biding his time wisely. But let's see if Exotic Planes can look to make a move down into turn 1 as DRS is activated. He's pretty much burnt all of his DRS already. 16 laps remaining. So we're not going to go around the outside into turn 1. Lou got the move down through turn 1 and 2. Lou is up into P2 now. Fantastic move from Lou. Exotic Planes holds that inside line as well. Still there though. There's Planes will get DRS, as will with no DRS for the pair of them. As PSR Flame as well. Forces his teammate out wide. But he's through though. Hop off the onboard for a second. There's the gap now to about half a second between Lou and Airlines. Taylor Boss pretty much catch up to Jesper now, and they're really old hard compound tyres. 16 laps remaining here. Set of mediums will go the distance now as a yellow flag. Looks like it's Tech Chubby as well. Tech Chubby, oh, I really don't know how to pronounce his name. Down in P12 now. Pretty much gifts a bit of free air to Taylor Boss and Exotic Planes. As Airlines going to go side by side with Lou through turn 1. Seems like Lou has kept that position. As Airlines spins round. I don't think there was any contact there. I think it was just a bit of forceful throttle from our Airlines. There's PSR Flame. Right on the back of Exotic Planes. They go through turn 4. Nothing happening from that though. As Lou's got a bit of a gap now to the car behind him. So he's just going to be chilling these last 15 or 16 laps. But all kind of eyes are now on Exotic Planes. There's another yellow flag. It looks like it's Ryan M again. Out of turn 4. Good in qualifying, but unfortunately enough of consistency though. So that's unfortunate for him. Down in 14th. But let's see what everyone else can do. There's another spinning car as well. Looks like that was Taylor Boss down at turn 11. Losing the car there, back up into P3 though. So Jesper needs to make a decision, make a pit decision soon. Because I don't think the rest of the grid are going to pit. So PSR Flame and Exotic Planes. That's quite hard to say, one after the other. Still interlocked in a battle though, as Airlines pit, so assume for damages. Plays an ERS, Planes blocks that inside line, but Flame tries to go around the outside. Doesn't get the move done. They're still quite close together, only 2.5 tenths separates these two now. So let's see if Flame can consider a move in the next DRS point. Both batteries are pretty much dead. There's another yellow flag. Looks like that's Ryan M returning in the pits. So he's unhappy with his race, or he's just going to finish up the race in the pits. Unlucky. 3.2 seconds now the gap to Lou. And a real Legend 27 is absolutely flying in front of Lewis. No doubt about that. Exotic Plains pretty much got the bit of a gap break now between him and PSR Flame. There's another yellow flag. So I think it's just Ryan's car coming back onto the track. Won't cause anything, I don't think, so it'll be fine. As Jesper is pretty much comfortable up in P3, but we'll have to pit again though. This hard tyres must not be liking him currently. There's another yellow flag. I think it's just Ryan's car getting out of the way, I think. But it's looking good for everybody else here. Exotic Plains and BSR Flame still quite close to each other, but also Jesper's quite close to Exotic Plains as well, so maybe it's going to be some sort of teamwork going on here. Maybe a flip reverse to the cars, maybe let Jesper defend for a bit, as they don't really want to race each other because that will cause all sorts of problems. But DRS will be activated for Plains and PSR Flame as bit of a move down the bottom for XPG. There's a few cars switching places. PSR Flame and Jesper are going to go side by side heading towards turn 1. And Exotic Plains as well. Jesper heads into the pits finally. As PSR Flame gets up into P3. So these two interlocked in battle here, Plains and Flame. 3/10 now. As Jesper drops down out of the points for now. As Airline takes the fastest lap of this race with a 1:10.3. No doubt they will try and go for that at the end of the race. 12 laps remaining here in Brazil. Not sure it's going to take the win here. Looking at the points, so it could be ABE at this point. Could walk away with this win here, but need Jesper to get back up to that points position. We need Exotic Plains as well to get back onto that podium place. That would pretty much seal the deal, I think, but we'll see. 12 laps of racing here left in Brazil. Little gap starting to form. Nothing really happening on track as such. So we'll stay on with this Exotic Plains and Flame little battle we've got going on here. See DRS activated again, heading down through turn 3. But I think his Plains is just not too far back, but then Flame is caught right up to the back of the Legend 27. So a move could be made there in the next DRS zone if they make some count. Those hard tyres starting to wear out a little bit. 18 laps old as he pitted quite early for the first safety car. Bit of a bad decision there in the ABE camp, but it seemed pretty comfortable. They won't go to the end of the race, but they'll definitely be soft worthy towards the end of the race. So the gap's still kind of 4 or 5 tenths between everybody else. Lou up to 5.4 now as I speak. 5.3, 3.2. Gap seems to be dropping horribly. Must have got bad for turn 12. Sorry, that's Ryan M leaves the session. Unhappy with his race, so he's going to leave the session. So PSR Flame got a good exit out of turn 3. Trying to get the DRS on Legend 27. He's right in his rear mirrors. He's trying to go around the outside, but Legend 27 blocks it off pretty much perfectly just before the braking point. But Flame gets a bit of a run out of turn 4, and then towards turn 6, or turn 5, sorry, turn 6. Turn 7, still pretty much no tail through both these corners. But it's just that too far back to consider making a bit of a dive. It's a little bit of a mistake out of turn 9 he gets, but then that leaves Exotic Plains a bit under attack as well from the car behind him. Let's see, Liam MC drops down a position, lets his teammate through. Another yellow flag, looks like it's Kieran down at turn 13. Some Unfortunate. Dropping down to last at this point, so he'll be chilling. Nicolaj heads into the pits. PSR Flame getting very close to the Legend 27. Will he consider making a move? No, he won't. Jesper takes the fastest lap, puts it back in AERT's court. Doesn't because it's P11, but I'm sure he'll catch up soon. Nicolaj goes into a set of soft tyres, which will just about go to the end of this race. They're much trouble towards the end though, but no doubt he'll try and get the fastest lap back there. Kieran heads into the pits. He'll put on a set of softs again, I assume. Down in 14th. Big Lou with a 5.6 second gap now. Set of softs goes on an AERT car down in 14th. Brent trying to go for the fastest lap. Who knows? PSR Flame still right on the back of Legend 27. Those hard tyres starting to show their age a little bit, leaving himself vulnerable to the cars behind him. Down heading towards turn 4. This is where Flame makes most of his attempts, but he can't get the move done. It's fantastic defending from the Legend 27 as well. 8 laps remain here in Brazil. Legend 27 knows exactly where to put that car and when exactly it needs to do it. So good racing, good experience from the Legend 27 as well. To know that stuff, the yellow flag down at turn 13. I think that's chubby and fair as well, which pretty much it puts Jesper into the points and drops XPG out of the points by a couple of places. So now Jesper on this fresher tyres looking to try to make an attack on Remote Banjo as well. PSR Flame still really on the back of that car as he heads down into turn 1, makes a dive, gets the move done though. Through turn 2, that's where I jumped onto Lou. 6.2 ahead now, these guys battling behind him. A good run out of turn 3, the Legend 27 takes back that P2. Before turn 4's even there, fantastic bit of driving from the Legend 27 with a good exit as well. As Fair gets a 5-second type of speed in the pit lane. Jesper's now 1.1 behind Remote Banjo as Nicolaj hits a 109 dead. Takes the fastest lap out with AERT's core and puts it into puts it nowhere because he's in P11. Jesper is only 6. Jesper's absolutely catching up with Remote Banjo by the corner. Oh, because he's an AI, that's probably why. So that'll make the move easy. Jesper will just drive straight through him. So that'll give an extra point to AERT. Lovely stuff. PSR Flame drop back from Lotte Plains a little bit, which pretty much gives Lotte Plains a bit of an opportunity with more ERS as well and DRS. And then down into turn, will he make a move? No, he's just a little bit too far back. But that's brought Jobbo into the line here. So this little battle for P3 is hardening up a little bit as a good exit from turn 3. Plains gets as PSR Flame just defends that inside line perfectly, as does Legend 27, following his moves down into through turn 4. Let's see if anything changes. 6 laps remain here in Brazil. About 3:10 separates all these guys apart down to Liam. It feels like Flame gets a 3-second time penalty. Goes a little bit wide at turn 7. Turn 8, sorry. Through turn 9 they go. Gives Lotte Plains a bit of breathing room as well. Puts Lotte Plains into P3. There's a little bit of contact there as Jobbo pushes his way through into P4. Drops Flame down to 7th. Lotte Plains now with it all to defend for. 6 laps remain here as we start the lap 31 out of 36. So we'll hop back up with ABE, who's 2nd, 4th, 5th and 6th. Good luck job from them currently. Holding the midfield down to a T. All it takes is one of them to make a silly move. And everything could go wrong for them. Legend 27 now there's lots of planes catching up to the back of the Legend 27 on those 5 lap older tyres, which will gift an AERT 1-2 exotic planes. Hopefully makes the move. There's a yellow flag. It's a black car. Is it exotic planes again? It is. No, it's not. It's Flame again. The 5th Flame leads the session, which will give Jesper a bit of extra time as well. Who pushes the car like mad now. Has dropped down, down to 9.5 seconds. 8.5 seconds now as we speak. So Lou's got a massive 7-second gap to the car behind him. He's absolutely chilling out in front. Exotic Plane's going to make a move down into turn 1. He's very close. But just backs out that move a little bit. But he's going to get a good run. And he's got more ERS than Legend 27 in front. Knows exactly where to put that car, the Legend 27 does, so it always gets a good exit out of turn 5. So it drops that gap down a little bit. But let's see if anything else changes currently. The tyre starts to show the rage now a little bit, so it will give these medium runners a bit of extra chance to push through. He's playing saving his ERS as well, which I guess he's going to go for a little bit of a push lap. It's the Legend 27, he's using his ERS. So it's the cars behind him, there's a yellow flag, looks like it's a white car. It looks like his airline's down at turn... no, it's not, it's Taylor Boss. Which gifts PSR Flames AI another position. And Jesper as well is going to be right on the back of him. Dropping down that gap now to 1.5 seconds. 3 laps remain here in Brazil. Can Jesper take the place away from Taylor Boss on a lot fresher and a lot softer tyres? Let's see, the gap now down to about just under a second now. There's ERS, there's about 20% ERS difference between them. Exotic Plane chilling up the top. He's got Jobbo behind him. He's also got the Legend 27 right in front of him on those really, really old hard compound tyres. No tyre advantage around of everyone apart from Jesper and Taylor Boss. And Jesper gets very, very close through turn 5. Taylor Boss gets a 3-second tyre penalty. So Jesper doesn't have to make too much of a... He does. Goes down the inside. Taylor Boss pretty much lets him through at this point. Through turn 10, but looks like Taylor Boss has to get DRS. But PSO now will be pretty much catching up to PSR Flames AI now. Exotic Planes gets right on the back of the Legend 27 again through turn 1. There's a car just behind him as well. So again, DRS will be activated, so the Legend 27 will take the exact same line. Holds that inside line and jumps back just before the braking point. Stop any slipstream advantage. Exotic Planes holding his own up there as well. Still right on the back of the Legend 27 though, but he's too far back to consider making a move. Doesn't want to mess it up, which is fair enough, because there's a group of cars just behind him. Well, a couple of cars, should I say. Who are waiting to pounce, and 2 ABE cars as well, waiting to pounce as well. But just for 2.9 seconds now the gap to his AI, to Flames AI. Lou in his own league, yes he is. He's 7.5 seconds in front of the car in front. And with the penultimate lap just about to start. Exotic Planes saving his ERS nicely, which will give him that little bit of an extra speed boost heading towards turn 1. There's a yellow flag, looks like he's an XPG driver, but the Exotic Plane's going to go around the outside of turn 1. Is he going to make the move up into the podium place? He does. He just takes P2 away from the Legend 27. And he might get DRS as well, which he won't, but he's got enough ERS to defend though. Exotic Planes, no, Legend 27 doesn't have any ERS. He's too far back to make a move, so fantastic move there from Exotic Planes. Going to keep it in his own. Keep it on his own now, 20% ERS for the next lap and a half. To make it a 1-2 for AERT, that would be fantastic to see. is now his tyres. Now he's not been held back at all, so he's now he's finding time left, right, and centre. This guy is Jesper is now on the back of PSR Flames AI. There's a retirement on track. That is Takobi. Don't do that. Don't retire on track. Now gap up to 9.5 tenths to Region 27 as he heads towards turn 14 and 15 now. So as we start the final lap here of this race, Lou in absolute class of his own. What's it playing? The gap up to just about a second now. Keeping that second. Nobody will get DRS. Depends what sort of exit he gets out of turn 1 or 2, but I don't think he's going to get DRS behind him. But again, they're too far back to make a move. 1.2 seconds now. Jobbo and Legend 27 go side by side heading towards turn 4. Nothing really too difficult there. 1.1 seconds now the gap to those in front. Jesper up into P6. Fantastic little comeback from him on those medium compound tyres. 11 seconds to the car in front. I don't think he might do it. There's a yellow flag. Who's that? Is that a lapped car? Please say it's a lapped car. It is a lapped car. It's just Kieran. Thought it was exotic planes, my heart dropped then. But Lou heading round through turn 13 for the final time. Turn 14, burning all of his ERS, trying to get the fastest lap back. I don't think he will. He might do actually. 109. No, he doesn't. 109.6, but takes the win here in Brazil. Fantastic drive as well from Exotic Planes. Take P2 here. Jobbo P3. 27 P4. Liam P5. Jasper with a good recovery drive as well. Up in P6. Fantastic work from him. PSR Flames AI takes P7. Taylor Boss takes P8. But I don't think he will, because he might get switched over with Airlines. He does P8 and P9. P10 goes to Nicolaj. Remote Banjo takes P11. And Fair takes P12, and Kieran will take P13. He'll be classified because he finished DNF on the last lap. So, good little race there. A few little incidents, a few wheel banging, and some side-by-side racing. That's all we can ask for, really. As the MMC takes driver of the day. Really good drive from Exotic Planes as well, so I reckon he takes my driver of the day. To be patient and make the move when it meant it most, and find the second gap to stay out the DRS. It's an AERT 1-2 as Lou hits the griddy on the podium. We're not seeing that because I hate the griddy. So, as we run through the standings here for the little friendly, Lou takes P1 obviously, because he always does. Exotic Planes takes P2. Jobbo and Legend 27 3rd and 4th. Liam and Jasper 5th and 6th. Flame and Airlines 7th and 8th. Taylor Boss 9th. And Nicolaj, Remote Banjo and Fair take 11th, 12th and 13th. Then unable to finish we had Kieran, who classified as P13. Take Chubby, Ryan, Trix, Carp and then Aiden. So that will be it from me, guys. I appreciate everybody who stayed to watch. Appreciate everyone who commented in the chat as well. Hope everyone has a good rest of the day, and hope everyone has a good rest of the week. We should be live, I think, next on Saturday or Friday for an esports race. If not, it'll definitely be Saturday for our finale of our tiers. Anyway, hope everyone has a good night, guys. Take care. Peace.